I'm here with Adam Braun from Pencils of Promise. Just heard an amazing session from you in ISTE that I found really inspirational, and thank you so much for chatting with us a little bit today.
My pleasure.
Maybe we can kick it off just by hearing you talk a little bit about this concept of for-purpose and shifting our perspectives about not-for-profits or nonprofits.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in this space for a little while now, but my whole background was in for-profit, and in particular finance and entrepreneurship, and I just felt really frustrated by how the space devalues itself by using a term like nonprofit. It's the only space that introduces itself with the word non. And so I thought maybe if we could change our words, we would be able to change our worth. And so back in late 2011 at Google Zeitgeist, I shared this idea that instead of thinking of our work as nonprofit, we should think of it as for purpose in nature. We exist to maximize value. That value doesn't happen to be in dollars and cents. It is in social good, right? Kind of elevation of livelihood for disenfranchised individuals, working with those that this space is able to bring something beneficial to. And so I thought, let's think of this as for purpose and let's hold ourselves accountable to results and be mission driven. But don't think about just minimization of resources as a nonprofit, but maximization of impact.
So have other people picked up on this concept, and where are you seeing that for-purpose idea going?
I mean, it's been amazing to watch it evolve. So what happened really for the next year was a lot of nonprofits started saying we are for purpose, right? And over time, people mean, well, what does that mean? Are you a nonprofit or are you a for-profit? And then they explain, as we explain, if you go to the pencilsofpromise.org website, you'll see it say we're a 501c3 for-purpose organization. So people understand that it's a tax designation as the nonprofit, but what's been amazing is really in the last 2 or 3 years, it's evolved into the for-profit space as well. And so all the time I see companies saying we're a for-profit, for-purpose. And, you put something into the world and you try and craft it one way and it takes on a life of its own. And so what I share in a lot of talks is that, well, originally I thought for-purpose would replace nonprofit. I've realized it's a different axis altogether. And that's really how I see kind of the future of business evolving is you're going to have 4 quadrants and you're going to have for-profits and nonprofits, but that's kind of a tax status business model type idea. And then you're going to have those that are mission driven and hold themselves accountable to the results of their mission, and those that don't. And those will be for purpose and non-purpose. And so I'll be able to sit with somebody and say, okay, you run a nonprofit, non-purpose, and that probably won't be around very long. But I think that for-profits are going to be held accountable to mission as well. And those nonprofits that are for purpose in nature will be ultimately successful.